Blue Jiggers outside, playing in this fire. Shit, I know it's people live and shit. I was just on the panel and stuff like that. But what up, though? Shit, it's hot. It's hot outside, and I done started this goddamn fire. And it's hot. Wait, hold on. I can see that. Shit, I ain't even pay attention to them clouds out there. What's good with it though? Yeah, I was just out here. What's good, one person? Hope y'all can hear me. I'm outside my backyard playing with them fire and shit. It's hot outside. You can see them sweating like a motherfucker. It's hot out here. What's good with it? Miss Ann, what's good with it? Yeah, this ain't gonna be my normal live. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? This live basically was like shout out to all the people that didn't pass away. I ain't even just talking about Ant, but I'm just talking about, what I'm saying, everybody that passed away. What's good, Kiss My Cheeks? You know, uh, I didn't necessarily know how. Yeah, Miss Ann, yeah, Kiss My Cheeks. What's good with it, sister? Yeah, so yeah, rest well, Aunt. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't his best friend, and I'm not gonna pretend I was, and all this other stuff. But he was one of the young men that I stood with. You know what I'm saying? Even though we had our little differences or whatever, I still had great respect for him. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody didn't feel the same way and stuff like that, but I always tried to give him sound advice. And I done been on this panel a few times. We done had our conversations and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give him. And when I first heard about it, I was on Sid's panel. And it was kind of heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only 2 years. Yeah, he's 2 years younger than my son that was taken from me. You know what I'm saying? And it was some people saying in the chat that he was shot and stuff like that. So it kind of triggered. You know what I'm saying? It kind of triggered a little bit of my feelings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I lost my kids to gun violence. So it was just speculated that he was taken out by um, a weapon and stuff like that. So it brung up a little bit something in me, and it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we didn't see eye to eye, but he still like a little. Yeah, he was a little brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm glad that we was able to clear our shit up before he was taken out too, or whatever the case may be. I don't know the case. You know what I'm saying? And if it come out, it's what it is. But you know what I'm saying? We made our peace with each other, and I know that he was doing things for what I'm saying, for content, and sometime, well, most of the time, and stuff like that. And we didn't necessarily see eye to eye on a lot of things. But one thing I can say about Anthony is that when I was going through all of this shit with this YouTube shit, he was there and he saw everything. And regardless to what I'm saying, how he felt about me, what I'm saying, he always stood on the motherfucking truth about that. You know what I'm saying? And he always had my respect for that. You know what I'm saying? And the young brother, he like I said, I'm not on here trying to pretend like I'm his best friend and I'm close to him and all this other stuff, because we had our differences, and I'm quite sure everybody's seen it. But you know what I'm saying? It kind of hurt me a little bit to like, he a young brother. You know what I'm saying? He, like I said, he 2 years younger than my oldest boy who was taken from me. So it touched home with me. You know what I'm saying? It just touched my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a life loss either way. And regardless to how we felt about each other, it was still respect between he and I. And it was just a little bit hard on me. It was the couple days I done had out. I've been thinking about my kids, and what I'm saying, I just been reflecting a lot about life and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just something that came across my mind, and it took me a couple days to even to get on, what I'm saying, to even go on my own live and talk about it, what I'm saying, because it hurt me a little bit, what I'm saying, and I feel that way about it, and hey, I didn't know that I was gonna care about a stranger, what I'm saying. He was just a young guy. When I was on this panel, when we did talk, like when we did have real conversations and not the beef shit, what I'm saying, Anthony was asking me about life and relationships and stuff like that. We didn't have like real conversations with each other, so it was out of nowhere, and it stung a little bit, what I'm saying, and you know it made me think about my babies, what I'm saying, like 29 years old, didn't even get a chance to see the 30s and what the 30s could do for you, because most of the time as men we don't even get into our prime until we get into our yeah, yep, Miss Ann, yep. Most of us men don't even get into our prime until we get into our 30s. Sometimes 40s. What I'm saying? So he didn't even get an opportunity to reach his prime, and it just made me think about my babies. What I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not pretending to be his best friend, because we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. What I'm saying? And y'all know he like, yeah, the RPG thing and stuff like that. Like, that I really wasn't like upset with him like that. I was just curious to why. Like, I'm one of the guys that's cool with you, bro. Like, why would you do that? But we still made up. Even after, what I'm saying, because I thought that, what I'm saying, I'm like, yo, like, come on, bro. Like, you don't do that to the people that's cool with you. But it happened. It's what it was, and I accepted. I accepted it, and I respect, what I'm saying, I respected where he came from and all of that, and we made it right. What I'm saying? So when I was on the panel and heard that, I didn't even want to believe the shit. What I'm saying? I was in disbelief and shit. Like, nah, y'all just saying shit. What I'm saying? And it came to the light, and shit, it hurt. Shit, and I'm not one of these men that's afraid to say or speak on my feelings. And my feelings was hurt. What I'm saying? I felt a certain way. What I'm saying? Because, he was a young man. He, like I said, same age as my damn kids. What I'm saying? And I, what I'm saying? I knew that he was as young as, what I'm saying? He was as young as my children. What I'm saying? No, I ain't crying, bro. No, no, no. I ain't crying. At least not now. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I did a little bit. I did a whole lot of crying yesterday and the other day. No, I ain't crying, bro. No, I'm sweating because it's. Look, I'm shit. I'm making this fire, bro. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't cry. I didn't cry a little bit, bro. Shit, I ain't. Look, that shit hurt. What I'm saying? A little. What I'm saying? Young man ain't even get to experience a part of life. What I'm saying? Having kids and all that other shit. What I'm saying? So I feel a certain way. What I'm saying? I didn't even think that I was gonna feel this way about a stranger. What I'm saying? And I ain't even mad at myself, because Ant was a good kid. What I'm saying? He was an adult. Let me stop saying kid. He was an adult. What I'm saying? He was just an adult that was young, because he was still with his people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and this not just for Ant, what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm his best friend and all this other shit, because that's not who I am. I was cool with him, and I got respect for Ant. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that the young brother passed away, and if it do come out, whatever it was that was the demise of who he was, it's still not gonna change the fact that I still respect him and I cared about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I stand with it. And shit, I see I'm hot as fuck out here, y'all. I see I'm playing in fire, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What I normally do is my tribe, a lot of people talk about my tribe shit. But in my tribe, we every now and then we write our letters to our people that's gone and the people that ain't here with us. And we write letters, and then we burn them, and we walk around the fire, and we say what we want to say to the people that we love and that we miss, and the people that we care about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been thinking about my boys a lot these past couple days. You know what I'm saying? And I hope, I mean, it's no matter which way he went, I hope that it wasn't to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that I'm just hurt, and it just reminded me of my kids, because it you know what I'm saying, it shit just ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I've made some threats to people, and you know what I'm saying, out of defense. You know what I'm saying? When people threaten me, I threaten them back. I don't care. And I still stand on what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that I threatened on this motherfucker, I stand on that. I stand on all I said, and shit. We gonna cry again if you on that type of time with me. We gonna cry. We gonna cry again. But I'm not gonna feel bad. But I feel bad because Anthony is my motherfucking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not pretending that he my best friend. You know, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna say we had the greatest experience and shit, because we was at each other for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But we was able, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Lou, I'm just fucking with you, man. It's just YouTube, man. I had to remember that, you know what I'm saying? This is how he think of it. You know, and I don't know his background. Oh, what's good with it, say less? You know, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And this not just for Anthony. This for all the people that we didn't, you know, in our personal lives and on YouTube, the people that we lost. This ain't just for him. So I don't want no, if somebody do say that shit, you on some bullshit, because I'm saying it right now. You know, I said the first two intros I did for him was the first AI tracks. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, thick cut. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got some, you know what I'm saying? We do have some good brothers in this sector. You know what I'm saying? We do have some good brothers. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, some of us we interact with each other outside of YouTube, and we keep it that way, and it's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? They saying it was gun violence. Yeah, say less. I mean, say less. If you've been around long enough, you know what I'm saying, two of my kids was taken away from me by gun violence. So that's why it was so. That's why it affected me so much. You know what I'm saying? It affected me. You know what I'm saying? Don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, you know, it's, say less. I had to bury two of my babies. You know what I'm saying? 29 and 17. My son 2 years older than that. You know what I'm saying? My oldest boy. My youngest boy was 17. I had to bury two of my kids. So I can imagine what his father is going through right now. I can imagine it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, my enemies a different story. Now, I might not give a fuck about my enemies, and that's just how I am. When it come to my enemies and people that I say I don't fuck with, hey, if something happen to you, I'm probably gonna be the reason why, or I'm not gonna care if I find out that something happened to you. But if I care about you, I'm gonna have different feelings about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, it's a sad thing, you know, and I just I wanna pay respects to everybody who lost something. You know what I'm saying? Because, to me, you know what I'm saying, he was old as my oldest, but he was still a man. You know what I'm saying? A grown man and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that he was a man on his way to learning what he wanted to do in life, or what he was gonna do. And, you know, shit, my son was on his way too. My son was on his way to do, the things that he wanted to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just all sad and all bad. And, I just wanted to speak on it. And that's why I waited tonight to set the fire, because, this is my way of talking to the people that's not here with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to write something down, and I'm able to say something. You see, I pray no one tries to retire. Yeah, I'm with you on that too, True. Like, just shit. Nah, hey, if I get ready to motherfucking cry, I'm ending this shit. Like, y'all ain't gonna see me cry. But it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? And it hurt, you know, to see a young brother lose, you know what I'm saying? A young brother that goofy ass laughing all the goddamn time, talking shit, stirring shit up. Saying like, hey, that's what he was. But he still had my respect, you know? And that's all I care about is respect. And when I felt like he disrespected me, I said something to him and we cleared it up. And I'm glad we was able to clear that up. Nah, hey, kiss my cheeks. Y'all ain't gonna see me cry. I look ugly as fuck when I cry. Like I look, I'm already an average man. Y'all gonna make me look real ugly if I get in this motherfucker crying and shit. So I so hey look, I ain't gonna cry, motherfuckers. And if I do, y'all ain't gonna see it because I'm already halfway decent, alright? Shit. Hey, Thick Cut, man. Hey, look, Thick Cut, you always been a solid dude, bro. And hey, shout out to you for AG Mama. Respect to you, sisters. Yeah, no, it's all good. Kiss my cheeks. I ain't gonna. I feel it coming on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, no, but I'm saying though, it's a lot of solid dudes out here that's really on that type of time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I can show respect to the guys that's on that type of time and shit. Yeah, hey, look, kiss my cheeks. I'm using my sword to fucking to maintain this fire. I was gonna go live earlier, but I guess I had to calm down because the motherfucking fire was, man, the fire was jumping. The fire was damn near up to my damn. The fire went so high. Let me see. I'm gonna turn it around. Look, now you see the fire like this, right? That motherfucker was way up there. The motherfucking fire was about where my sword at right now. The fire was way up there and shit. So I had to get control of the fire before I went live and shit. So I got control of the fire. So yeah, I was you know what I'm saying, fire when you set like private fires like this, it's say burn on. Hey, kiss my cheeks. That fire was so high. I'm like, oh shit, I can't go live. Let me put my phone down. Like, let me put my phone down to get some control of this shit. Hey, look, that shit was all the way up to the second story of my house. Just all the way up there and shit. I'm like, hold on. So I got control of the fire and shit. So it's good now. But I had to get control of it first. You know what I'm saying? And fire is controlled by your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And past couple of days, I've been highly emotional. I ain't gonna even lie. Shit, I've been fucked up. I'm saying, thinking about my boys and shit. And then Anthony and, you know what I'm saying? I've been losing damn near all my elders and shit. Like, my elders is leaving me. My elders are leaving me behind. You know what I'm saying? They gave me lessons throughout my entire life. And now they leaving me. So now I'm responsible for passing on the tradition and everything that they taught me. I'm becoming responsible for all that shit. So it's like, damn, like I done lost aunties, cousins, you know what I'm saying? Some friends. Since the beginning of the year, I done had shit. I done lost about 12 people so far. They say death come in threes. That's some bullshit. I've been losing people every fucking month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm next in line for passing down tradition and passing down, you know what I'm saying, the love and all of the things that they taught me. So it's like, damn, like I'm coming to the realization that, shit, I'm up next. I'm up next. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure that I pass down these motherfucking traditions and pass down the love and pass down the knowledge and everything that they taught me. I gotta pass down. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, my turn. It's my turn now. You know. So, hey, I'm just here to say what I feel I should say. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. Respect to everybody who out here who didn't lose somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because losing somebody is all bad all the time. Regardless if it's by health reasons or violence, or whatever it may be. Losing somebody is always, hurtful. hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this a live dedicated to the people that everybody lost. You know what I'm saying? All of us lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Anthony or the people in our personal lives and or whatever, we lost somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? The best thing that we could do is just honor them. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that my words you know, shit. It's hard burying the young ones. When it's the old ones, we can say they lived a beautiful life and they, you know what I'm saying, they lived a long life, so they, you know what I'm saying, it don't hurt as bad because they done lived a life and, you know what I'm saying, they done had their moment. It still hurt, but when there's somebody who younger, it hurt a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, like shit, I'm older than this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, and I know it don't stop, you know what I'm saying? It don't stop for nobody. What's up, 901? What's good with it, bro? You know what I'm saying? I didn't see you, but you know, like I said, I'm not trying to pretend like me and Matt was best friends. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm doing, this. But you know, it's life is what it is, and we just gotta live it the way we supposed to. And you know, the way we supposed to might not be the way that other people do it, but that's how we do it. Yeah, hey, say less. I didn't sleep. I didn't go to sleep till shit yesterday morning about 7, 8 o'clock, and in the morning, cause I couldn't sleep because my head was hurting. I was thinking about my boys and shit, and then I was thinking about Anthony, and then I seeing people in the chat saying that shit, and people doing videos and shit like that, and I was just seeing that shit, and I just couldn't sleep, and then I couldn't go to sleep until I got exhausted, and then when I got exhausted, I went to sleep, and it was like 8 o'clock this past morning, and then I woke up at like 5 o'clock and shit, and I'm still seeing, you know, videos and pictures and shit, and that shit was just fucking with me, and it's still fucking with me now, but you know, it's not for the reason that everybody, you know, my reasons is different. You know, I lost my boys to gun violence, and to hear that, it just triggered a lot of memories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that I was going through at the time when I lost mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was you know, like, and I apologize if I didn't speak to y'all when I was in the chat earlier and stuff like that. Like I'm not in my right mind right now. I'm still really not in my right mind. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost on like autopilot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on autopilot right now. Like I just know to do the right thing and you know what I'm saying, just let it be. You know, like shit. Let me see. Get your own damn room. Get your own damn room. That one stupid. Yeah, you know, like shit. I gotta shit. 4 years ago, January 13th, I buried two of my boys to gun violence. And when I heard that, when I was on CS panel, when I heard that, I couldn't even fucking control my emotions because it just hit me. And everything just came back at one time. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just about Anthony. You know what I'm saying? It was my own personal shit. And the shit hurt. You know, and I ain't saying I need some help and shit, or I need to talk to somebody, because I'm talking right now. I'm getting what I need to say off my chest, and what I, I'm getting it off my chest now. So I'll be okay until I need some help. And if I need some help, I ask for it. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't cry on the panel. Hey, look, kiss my cheeks. I didn't cry. Shit, when me and Sis and Kevlo and I forgot who else, when we was on the panel, when that shit came out, it wasn't nothing but silence. Nobody didn't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew what to say. And we was just all quiet, and I was just like saying, Kevlo dropped down, didn't say nothing, just dropped. And panel with Sis, and I'm like, Sis, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop down, bro. And yeah, you know, it's all good. Big cut, it's all good, bro. It just, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but it's hard. It's hard burying your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest thing that I ever had to do in life. Don't mind that, they just shooting y'all. That's normal. Don't worry about it. That's normal. Y'all heard that, right? That's normal. Don't you know what I'm saying? I'm used to that. That's what we do around here. But you know, that's the hardest thing that I ever had to do in life. You know what I'm saying? I help bring a baby into the world, and I hold the baby in my arms, and they grow up to be adults and grow up to be, um, you know, productive citizens, and then somebody take their fucking life, and then you gotta bury them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know what that feels. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, it hurt me. And these are my feelings. You know, and people could talk about me all they want to. I don't care. I stand on what I'm saying right now, and I mean it. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody want to use my feelings against me, good luck, because I'm not ashamed of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just hurt. You know, like damn, another young one. You know what I'm saying? Another young one, and that was the only thing that was on my mind, was like another young one. Like shit. When we gonna start fighting the people that earned it, not the people who look like you, or just because. You know what I'm saying? You say, can I be ashamed of who you are? Hey, kiss my cheeks. I don't know how that works. You gonna be ashamed of who I am? I know that's funny, yo. Hey, look. And the crazy thing is, the fire was the thing that yeah. Hey, say less. It's like that because we've been talking in the chats for like 4, 5 years. We don't necessarily know each other like that, but we've been around each other for 4, 5 years. Like all of us know each other in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know what I'm saying, we associate with each other somewhere, so we know each other in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And then if we get to talk behind fucking scenes, then that make it that's a little added to that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I've been talking to most of y'all for nah, kiss my cheeks, you good? Nah, I need to laugh. Kiss my cheeks, it's all good because it's going, you know what I'm saying? Eventually I'm gonna end up abruptly ending this live and shit if I keep talking. Like, so get me while I'm laughing. You know, I am not ashamed of who I am because I experienced. Say, remember, he didn't have that long hair. Yeah, hey, look, I remember when he was. I feel like I know some of y'all personally as well. Hey, thick cut, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, you talk to people for so long, you end up almost knowing the motherfucker. Like, look, motherfuckers feel. I know motherfuckers like I know this nigga Lou because of the shit that he done been through, shit he been talking about, shit he been crying about. Like, I know this nigga Lou. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, you know, we don't really know each other, but y'all know me, been talking to me long enough. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. Hey, look. I remember when Anthony King Mafia Anthony was Anthony Hutchison with the baby dreads. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, every time them motherfuckers was talking shit to me, the one thing Ant did was like, yo, like, I don't know, they don't sound right. That nigga Lou, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? he like, yo, like that shit don't sound right. Like, hold on. And he even said this shit on his panel. I'm like, yo, like, no, kiss my cheeks, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I didn't know I was gonna cry for a stranger. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him like that, but I still shed tears for him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to know him like that to shed tears for him because I knew him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And they hurt. So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all right with crying, but I'm saying gonna let everybody see me. You know? I just ain't gonna let y'all motherfuckers see me cry. I'm shit. I turn this motherfucker off so fast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the one thing them niggas is waiting on to see have a nigga crying. I say, yeah, that nigga crying for a nigga he don't know and shit and blah blah blah. You know, hey, yeah, connected with hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, they cut. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Yeah, man, this shit. I've been fucked up for the past couple of days. I ain't been sleeping right. I ain't been eating right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my boys. Shit, I didn't even call my baby mama. And the last time I seen my baby mama was at the party when I was y'all seen my little shorts and shit. That's the last time I seen my baby mama. I even called her and shit just to talk to her and see how she was doing and shit. Cause we don't really talk that often. You know what I'm saying? Because she got her life, I got my life. You know what I'm saying? But I even called and talked to her and shit. And it just like, you know, I'm glad that she's still around to help me out when I need her, and the same for her. You know what I'm saying? And she's so forget everything the same. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, just forget about him because it's YouTube. Nah, mm-mm. You know, and I hope that I'm honoring young Ant. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this ain't honoring you, young brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope my kids is hope my babies is showing you around. You know what I'm saying? I hope my baby showing you around and giving you a good tour of heaven, cause shit, you know what I'm saying? Eventually one day it's gonna be my turn. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you know what I'm saying, I hope that you know what I'm saying, you getting a good um tour. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and put in a good word for the people that you left behind. You know what I'm saying? Put in a good word. Yeah, hey, look, I don't got no problem with Ronald like that neither. I don't really got no problem with nobody. It's just the look. So let me be clear. Niggas like Garrick and Russell Red, them niggas have said shit about my kids and my wife. Earth Day, them motherfuckers done said shit about the people that I lost and made mockery of it. So I could give a fuck less if anything happened to them. And I won't give one fuck. And I probably laugh about the shit. And y'all gonna be like, oh, that's so evil, but that's my personal shit. But anybody else, I will have feelings for too. I'll be hurt about that shit too. But motherfuckers I don't care about, yeah, I ain't gonna wish death on you, but I don't wish nothing good for you. So I stand on that. Hey, people can feel how they want to feel about that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about them. It's about the people that we care about. You know what I'm saying? The people that we don't care about, we leave them alone. You know, and I'm just saying, Ronald always hitting the panel with stank breath videos. Hey, 901. Hey, look, see us play that. Look, see us play that motherfucking that Ronald video, bruh. I'm like that nigga was shit. That nigga was better back then. That nigga still the same, still boring ass, slow talking, ain't got no fucking content and all that. I see why he ain't got no fucking channel. Hey, kiss my cheeks. Hey, look, kiss my cheeks. Hey, look, I'm a man of who I am. And when it comes to my enemies, I don't wish good or bad on them, but I don't wish nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if they fuck with me, I do they ass dirty like the rest of these motherfuckers. But if it's somebody I care about, I'm gonna be different. So I guess if people want to say I'm biased, hey, I am. I'm biased to the people I care about, the people that I respect, the people that I like. So the people I don't fuck with, I don't give a fuck what happened to you. But the people that's on the other side, it's what it is. So hey. Let me see. Did y'all see Bishop behind? No, I ain't see Bishop. No, I ain't see Bishop yesterday. Hey, Donald was stupid. Say he see it through the phone. He can smell it through. Yo, yo, y'all crazy. But yeah, everybody deal with things different. And I haven't, hopefully for Aunt, this would be, what I'm saying, this would be a shout out to Aunt right here. And shout out to my boys. And shout out to my girl. Shout out to the people y'all lost and the people y'all care about. Shout out to them. That's what their fire is for. You know what I'm saying? Because we get an opportunity to say what we gotta say, and then the smoke gonna go in the air, and wherever the smoke go, wherever the wind blow that smoke, that is gonna be able to, the message is gonna be given to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I believe. And I don't need nobody else to believe it, but that's how I do mine. And I hope that this is something that's, what I'm saying, that'll bring honor to the young man, because I do have respect for him. It's a sad moment. Sad moment on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to say where I stand. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get on and say what I had to say. And I stand on everything I say. I know what I meant. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I mean. Let me see. I remember when his crazy ass went and a crowd of people scream outlaw. No, hey, look. Okay, so look, since we talking about memories, I remember Ant was live and he was on the scooter. It was me, him, Tamika was in the chat. I remember I was on the panel or in the chat or something. I was in the chat. I don't remember if I was on the panel. I don't remember the memory all the way like it is. But I remember he was riding this scooter in a parking lot. He was riding through the streets and shit, and he was fucking with everybody he came across. And I remember Tamika was like, she was like, she was like, boy, get off that bike. You gonna hurt yourself. You gonna break your arm or something. And I was in the chat, and I was just like, I was either on the panel or the chat, and I was like, yeah, like, hey, go ahead and enjoy your life, bruh. I was like, shit, jump, do a cartwheel, because he was on the top of the parking lot, and he was like, I should jump off. I'm like, nah, don't do all that. But I'm like, yo, nigga, catwalk that motherfucker. Go have some fun. Go jump off some shit, bro. Go enjoy yourself, bro. Like, go have some fun, And it was just funny to see him, what I'm saying, a grown man be, what I'm saying, because every now and then I have my child moment too, where I'm laughing and cracking jokes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember, what I'm saying, like every now and then I do my kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should see me at the shooting range. I mean, come on, I'm like a little kid at that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he was going, hey, say less. Yeah, he was on the bike and shit, and everybody like, oh, you gonna hurt yourself. I'm like, shit, nigga, catwalk that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He was riding through the street late at night. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking with everybody. I was in the chat and everything, and that's the memory I have. That was my fond memory of Ant. The nigga riding on his bike and talking about catwalking, riding through the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And just being this so. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, what I'm saying? He wasn't talking no shit. He wasn't starting shit. He was just having fun riding the scooter and being in the chat. And being on the panel and, he hosting this shit and having fun. And it was funny to laugh and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was, what I'm saying? That was my memory. Uh, I got a couple more. We sat on this panel and we talked about, growing up and owning your own business and having kids and being responsible for shit. And we had some grown conversations too. You know what I'm saying? So I got some memories with him. You know what I'm saying? And I got some bad ones too. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't make me um it didn't make me treat him no different. It just made me look at him a little different. But it still didn't stop me from respecting him and giving him his respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just a sad moment. Just a sad moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm I'm sending good vibrations to his family. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that they get everything squared away where they can do this properly and get everything together and shit. So You know, Sears was cracking a joke. Me, Lance, and Anthony in the same boat. We ain't in the same boat, but we was both. All three of us was getting laughed at. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. But shit. I it wouldn't hurt to just hear him laugh and talk shit again. But you know what I'm saying? Life ain't built like that. Life don't give us what we want a lot of times, and we just have to take what life gives us, and we got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I've been learning that. I've been going through that lesson for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that the people that loved him, will will learn how to live with it, because you can't take it back and you can't take it away. So just learn how to live with it, and live the life that you're supposed to. You know, because it's always hard to it's always hard to do that. But I just wanted to get on, and I think I'm about to end this live, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out, and hug on your babies. You know, give your babies a hug. Let them know that you love them. Live life to the fullest. You know, love your babies, because no matter how much you prepare them for the world, you can't prepare them from that. You know, you can't. No matter how much military training you had, no matter if you was there every day, no matter what sacrifices that you made, some things you can't prepare them for. So if you got your babies, hug them. Tell them you love them. When they make a mistake, don't beat them up. Tell them what they did wrong and try to fix it. You know? Y'all have a good night. Y'all know what I say, positivity stuff. I ain't got the energy for that right now. But y'all have a good night, and I appreciate y'all for showing up. Peace.